Hey everyone, welcome back to the 12 Palaces. And this part might take a while because we are going to go through a palace that's going to take a while, as you will see why. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so I'm actually going to go into this palace I didn't really pay much note to before. And now we are well equipped to go into this place. And I think this is completely optional. The Palace of 50 Trials, and literally it probably is 50 trials. And you need the hammer just to get into this place, but honestly, I wouldn't come in here just after you get the hammer because you probably want to be as well equipped as possible. And the better equipped you are, the better. So, the more upgrades you get. So, if you can get up, like, through the flippers and stuff, you can pretty much get close to maximum upgrades. So, and this guy isn't kidding. Now, the only thing I'm missing are maybe some heart containers from other levels, but otherwise I am, gold ring, fire boomerang, and some other stuff. We should be well equipped. Now, it starts pretty easy, and this boss door is just a shortcut. And alright, we got an absolutely useless map. I mean, this is about as useless as a map gets, because when it shows all 64 squares, you can't really tell where to go. Alright, that's pretty much useless. Alright, again, it starts pretty simple, but then it ups the difficulty later on. Actually, this is very similar to, like, Wind Waker, because I think that's also, like, 50 floors of, like, increasingly more difficult battles. Alright, so the first part shouldn't be that difficult to plow through. Most of this is just simple enemies. And the more upgrades you have, the better. Like, if you just come here right off the bat with just after the hammer, you're only gonna have a blue ring and a white sword. You're not really gonna do too well. I mean, you can probably still beat this whole thing, but you better be really skilled. So again, some upgrades never hurt. And see, the fire booming's so good because it actually, it stuns Pole's voice. And another bonus of this, it stuns P-hats. So you can force them to stop instantly. So you don't have to wait for them to stop flying. You just force them to stop. So that's a very nice bonus with this boomerang, and there's actually more stuff that this boomerang can do. I might as well pick up some extra cash in this place. And the gold ring again makes you basically a tank. And most of these lighter enemies are gonna do like no damage to you. Alright, now this is divided into, I think, blocks of 10 levels. Or 10 rooms. So, after every 10 rooms, you get a free refill, so that's nice. And then you get a prize. So in this case, the first one's a piece of heart. And this is if you want to warp out. If you don't feel like going on, you can just warp out. But of course, we're just going to continue on. No reason to stop at this point. Because we're just going to go through the whole thing right now. Okay, this room, just a bunch of wall masters. Not that big a deal. You're pretty much going to see almost every enemy in the game. I mean, almost. You're not gonna. There's some that you won't see. But most enemies you're gonna see in this game are in this place, so. Alright, so after getting rid of all those land molas, go into the next room, which has blue land mola. Yeah, you probably can see this one coming. Lots of money and lots of refills, so again, I'm not even concerned about my own how much life I have left. Alright, moving on. Okay, this room has just a bunch of Stalfos 2s. Yeah, this boomerang is absolutely nasty at what it can do. If you can just see, it actually can deflect projectiles. Basically, it's the equivalent of me having a mirror shield. That's kind of a pseudo mirror shield. But it is an absolutely nasty weapon. Okay, this room, you have a half real ghosts, and then the other half are like, you know, transparent ones. So what you want to do is get rid of all the real ghosts. And then what you want to do is actually, you know, I think you can take these guys out with super bombs, but I'd rather just, you know, re-enter the room. And you get all the normal ghosts. So now you can take them out normally. Okay, this room, okay, nothing much, just a bunch of blue pariahs. It's not a big deal. I basically just tank through everything. These guys do like no damage right now. Especially when you keep getting hearts, you know, you just keep recharging. Okay, this room, some lights, dark nuts. Okay, nothing that big. Pretty much just plowing through these rooms. Okay, this is where it kind of maybe ups a little bit. A lot of bat rookies and a couple boss enemies. Already one of them's down. Not that that's any more difficult. Alright, so that's 20 rooms. And here you get a level 2 bow. So this makes your arrows just kind of zip across the screen. So that's a nice upgrade to pick up. But we're not satisfied yet, we're gonna keep going. Got no reason to stop at this point. Okay, this section gets a little bit more difficult. Okay, just a bunch of dark nuts, it's really not that big a deal. You can pretty much tank anything. Alright, moving on. And here you have your Stalfos 3s. Yeah, these can be kind of a pain in the butt. Guess what? I can toss your swords back at you. And since they're relatively fragile, they don't have that much HP. Now that's an automatic Oko on them. Makes this boomerang like uber on equipment. Alright, moving on. I think these bubbles take away your B button item. Not that I really needed it. Ah, whiz robes. So hopefully you have a magic shield. Look at that, even reflects a whiz robe blast. You gotta love this boomerang. You will love to use this thing like nobody's business. Okay, now this room, I think that red bubble takes away your B button. Now, guess what? You can stun bubbles. Although not that I'm really need my B button, but probably can just destroy this room with just my sword. And again, you know, technically you're not supposed to have your hammer for this, but not that it probably wouldn't help me much anyway. I'd probably just use my sword. And don't worry, you are giving back your sword in a couple of rooms later, so not that big a deal. And yeah, this boomerang can stun whiz robes on top of it, so really handy. So I can pretty much spit those whiz robe blasts in their face. And this room just has one bat and a wind robe. Yeah, you gotta put a wind robe in this place, huh? Luckily there's only one. So this room can get a little bit nasty. And just kind of tank your way through this room. And again, if you need to use your boomerang, it actually really helps to slow down the action a little bit. Don't even need my hammer half the time. And that's already 30 rooms, so it's actually not taking that long because we're pretty much destroying everything. Alright, and this is where you get your flute. So now I can finally start warping. And yep, you better be using it right now because all dig doggers, goody goody, huh? They all split into three. And not that it's that big a deal, just tank through everything. Okay, this red bubble I think is gonna take out your sword. Screw that rule. I'm just gonna stun that red bubble just long enough so I can sneak by this, and now I can use my sword. So basically this room is just a repeat of the last one. You're not supposed to have your sword for this, so you'll be resorting to probably like your boomerang or hammer or something like that. You know, which works fine. I don't think you'll have that much trouble. It just feels good to kind of break the rules once in a while. But once again, you know, you'll be giving back your sword, so don't worry about it. This is kind of clever. I'm actually using the blue bubble as a shield, because apparently that is overriding the fire robes in this case. So I'm getting hit by the blue bubble first. Which is kind of a clever way to get through this room. And since the blue bubble doesn't do anything to you, you know, you just proceed on the room like normal. Okay, this might be a little bit annoying to get through. These bubbles probably disable all sorts of stuff. There's probably half of them for your A button, the other half for your B button. Okay, next room. What do we got in this room? Not too much. Just kind of like a variety of enemies. It's kind of weird. Just kind of an assortment of enemies. So far, really no trouble at this point. This room... Okay, this room's really weird. It's just literally a wide assortment of enemies. I mean, just completely random stuff now. There's no patterns to any of this. I mean, not that it's that difficult, it's just a really random assortment of enemies. I just kind of tank through a lot of this stuff. You just kind of attacking randomly. Just take out whatever you can find. Not that it's that difficult. Alright, this room starts getting a little interesting. Oh boy, a bunch of oval Patras, and hopefully you have the sword tech that lets you do a slash. Because it's very helpful for these guys. Makes this room a whole lot easier, because it really ups your range, and you can actually attack these guys safely. Look at that, I'm just like drilling through this room. And you have the gold ring, so they basically don't do any damage. I mean, look at that. Made that look easy. Okay, this room gets a little more interesting, because there is a level 2 Patra in this room. Get rid of that light first. Just kind of, if you just go right into this without any upgrades, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of trouble with this room. It's not that bad right now. And just that level 2 Patra is a little bit annoying. It takes a lot more hits to take this thing out. But again, since we can tank a lot of stuff, it's not that big a deal. Okay, so that's 40 rooms right there. Alright, so we pick up boots. And you actually will be using these for pretty much the next 10 rooms, because you got spikes. And what the boots do is it gives you kind of a temporary protection. It drains a lot of magic, but at least you don't take damage with spikes. Alright, pick up the boss key, and that's a nice shortcut. So if you want to exit and then resume from this point, you can, use the boss key for that. But again, we're just going to keep going. No reason to stop at this point. I love this boomerang. If only for that ability to be able to snipe enemies with their own projectiles. Yeah, so again, boots very useful for this because you can, take some missteps. It just drains your magic a little bit. Which is a lot better than taking 4 hearts of damage, which is how much you will take. Because again, those spikes run independent of your armor. We'll just tank through all this. uses. There we go. I'm trying to think, have I ever seen a manhandle before in this game? I know there's one in level 3, but I skipped that one for now. Alright, this room, a bunch of Aquamentuses. I'm just gonna go take out all the Aquamentus enemies first. Take out the easy stuff. And then you're just left with a single blue Goma, which is a big issue. Okay, I think this next room can be a real pain in the butt. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy. Yeah, this room can be a real pain in the butt because it's all bat robes. You're just gonna be tanking through this the best you can. Here's where those boots are gonna be put to good use. Because you don't get that much protection from the spikes with you gotta watch out for your magic very carefully. You can run out very quickly in this room. You're just gonna have to just tank through this room. That's really all you can do. And it really helps to have the magic sword that you can take these bats out in one hit. Yeah, this room can be a real pain in the butt. I mean, you really use those boots because it gives you some time on the spikes. I mean, not much, it depends how many jars you manage to get. Oh yeah, this room's gonna be fun to handle. A bunch of fire rolls. More tanking. Gotta go with the bat robe at least. So that makes my life a little easier. And now we're just left with a single Leok. No issue. Alrighty, so if we go on, yeah, it's another one of these rooms. Oh my gosh, more tanking. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna get rid of one of them. I'm gonna go back and get some more hearts. I probably could just get through this without any refills, honestly. Because even the last room is not that hard. But just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna get some refills. You know, just to play it on the safe side. I probably don't need that many hearts, honestly. Oh, well, I'll just get all my hearts back, that's fine. Since these enemies are not going to respawn for at least a little while. I haven't gone far enough out in terms of rooms. Yeah, this room can be kind of annoying. Because of all these fireballs around the place. So after you get through that room, this room can be a real pain in the butt for you. Yes, you have mirror robes in this room. And, yeah, they're kind of a pain to deal with. And remember, you have no mirror shield right now. Really, technically, the only way you're gonna be able to defeat these guys is to, use those prisms. You're gonna have to have them, deflect their own shots into the prisms. So let's just get rid of some of the garbage first. Yeah, this might be one of the harder rooms in this place. I mean, it wouldn't be that big a deal if there was only one mirror robe, but there's 3 of them. So you're gonna kind of have to be a little bit clever. And this is where your fire booming could be worth gold in this one. Because I don't have to use the prisms now. I mean, if they happen to deflect it into the prisms, that's fine. That's a bonus. Because they can only get damaged by their own magic. That's what's annoying with this. I thought you'd try to backstab me. Yeah, they try to do a lot of sneak attacks on you, so you just gotta learn how to read this stuff. And luckily the gold ring, you can tank a lot of the damage. You don't do as much damage as they normally would. Look at that, that fire boomerang is like gold in this one. Oh my gosh. I don't even have to use the prisms now. I can just deflect it with my boomerang. Okay, Superman handlers in this room, just tank through all this. Yeah, just tank through all that stuff. Okay, this room can be a total disaster for you if you're not prepared. This is a Death Knight. And there's only one, but in an open room, this thing is extremely dangerous. Guess what? With the fire boomerang, this is not really a challenge now. Because normally you would have to snipe at it with your sword beams. Because this thing can kill you fast. Even with the gold ring, you still take a lot of damage. Fire booming makes this a lot easier. And that's all 50 trials right there, and this is your prize. The Master Sword, which is, not only is it double strength of your magic sword, I think the sword beams have no limit. I'm not sure about that, but I think they have no limit. Meaning that it doesn't matter how much life you have left. So with the magic sword, you have sword beams if you have at least half your energy. Master Sword, you probably can use sword beams as long as you have any life left. So it makes it a very nice upgrade. Alrighty, so first of all, I'm just gonna pick up this heart piece. Now that I have the items needed. So you need flippers. And yeah, you need the whistle or the flute to get through this room. And the Master Sword makes these guys a joke now. I think we've taken all these big dogger eyes in one hit now. And that, I think, is our last heart piece in the game, so I still have 4 more main levels for heart containers. And so we'll be starting to plow through those in the next few parts. Alright, so we're gonna take a break here, and next up we will start cleaning up some of the other levels. Go from there. Alright, see you guys later.